Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as a assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidyaprasarak Samaj, Nasik. From last few lectures, we were discussing about petrochemicals and eco-friendly fuels. We know that petrochemicals are chemical products derived from petroleum. Petroleum, which is a mixture of hydrocarbons. It is one of the important sources of power, and the demand of petroleum has increased tremendously during the last few years. Petroleum is one of the largest of all chemical industries, and it provides not only fuels but also the consumer products like wax, lubricating oils, etc. Petrochemicals include a wide range of various substances like fertilizers, explosives, carbon black, pigments, synthetic rubber, plastic, etc. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about synthetic petroleum. Synthetic petroleum, it is a laboratory manufactured, custom designed petroleum substitute. Synthetic petroleum could be better than the naturally occurring product because it is pure from any of the non-beneficial properties found in conventional petroleum. So we will see in detail about synthetic petroleum. First of all, we have to study the applications of petrochemicals. Multifaceted uses of petrochemical ranges from day-to-day travel products to high-range products. Petrochemical commodities start ranging as something from plastic carry bags to explosives. And if we analyze the role of petrochemicals in the petrochemical industries, we find that the petrochemical industry relies heavily upon natural gases or petroleum as their raw materials. Oil is one of the most important petrochemical products since it is the main constituent of petrochemicals. So, almost every item ranging from a carpet to electrical goods are made up of petrochemicals. So, let's see some of the important applications of petrochemicals. Petrochemicals in automobiles are a vital part of the transportation sector. Petrochemical products in electronic sector. Here the petrochemical products in this sector ensure later electrical insulation and safety, safer design, data storage, ease of assembly and great capacity for miniaturization. Then the petrochemicals in offices. The chief areas in which petrochemicals like polycarbonate, polystyrene, polypropylene and polyethylene are being used include automation equipment, furniture, interiors and workstations. Also, petrochemicals are useful in transportation. The uses of petrochemicals in transportation have been increasing in areas of railways, roads and aeroplanes. Petrochemicals in polymer industry. Nearly about 70% petrochemicals are used in polymer industry. It is used in the manufacture of plastic products, that is polystyrene, PVC, polypropylene, etc. Petrochemicals are also useful in healthcare. Number of petrochemicals are used in manufacturing of healthcare medicine. For example, phenol and cumin are utilized in the form of preparatory substance for manufacturing penicillin and aspirin. So, for the manufacturing of medicines, petrochemicals are applied. Petrochemicals in acrylonitrile. It is also called vinyl cyanide or also known as a 2-propene-nitrile or cyanoethylene, which is slightly yellowish liquid having characteristic pungent odor. It is used in the production of plastics, adhesives, surface coating, barrier resins and intermediates for synthesis of various dyes, antioxidant, pharmaceuticals, surface active agents, bakery food processing and fumigant. So acrylonitrile is also useful for the manufacturing of dyes. It is also used as an antioxidant, pharmaceuticals, also in bakery food processing and as a fumigant. Then petrochemicals in coal. They are also used in coal chemicals like mixture of methane, carbon monoxide and hydrogen, small amounts of higher hydrocarbons, ammonia and hydrogen sulfide, etc. Then the petrochemicals in medical equipments. Medical equipments such as paper trays, photocopiers, toners, computer, monitor, printer, fax machines, copier covers, etc. For this, the petrochemicals are useful. Then petrochemicals in acrylic monomers. They are used in paints, binding agents, printing inks, varnishes, fibers, chemical intermediates, polymer dispersions, super absorbent polymers, etc. Petrochemicals in acetic acid. Acetyls are organic compounds that are being produced by reacting acetic acid, and the acetyls are used in films, plastics, paints, magnetic wire insulation and pharmaceuticals. Petrochemicals are also used as a fertilizers like pesticides which are used to protect crops from any sort of damage and increase crop production. Petrochemical also useful as a detergent which is a product of petrochemical. It is also used in everyday life. It has been categorized into two types. One is soapless and the second one soapy variety. The range of soapless detergent is generally the liquids and the powders. Detergent have oils, alcohol or petrochemical as their ingredient. Then food additives are another major kind of petrochemical which are known to act as preservatives and increase the tenure of freshness of canned food so that the freshness of food can be enjoyed anywhere at any point of time. Petrochemical also stretches itself to the production of vitamins like the ASA, that is acetyl salicylic acid. Wax, it is also a byproduct of petroleum which is used to make candles and mold various showpieces, polishes and also milk cartoons. Then the non-stick pads made to plaster wounds are also a petrochemical product. Today the medical industry has improved its standards by leaps and bounds, and petrochemicals have served as a boon to this sector. Dyes, which are very familiar petrochemical product, have various colors, especially the color of the ink used in the pens. Then the plastic bottles, which are made from petrochemicals too. Polyester is used in making of most plastic commodities. Besides this, compact disc and cassettes are made up of polyester or petrochemical oil. Then ethylene, which is a byproduct obtained by heating or distilling the oil. It is the most essential constituent of petrochemical oil and is used to make garbage bags, camera films, milk crates, bags, etc. So petroleum is commonly used to make different products. Wax, which is a byproduct of petroleum. Detergent, it is also a petrochemical product. Food additives, these are another major kinds of petrochemical which are known to act as a preservatives. Then the non-stick pads made to plaster wounds are also a petrochemical product. Dyes, which are very familiar petrochemical products. Plastic bottles are also made from petrochemicals. Then ethylene, which is the most essential constituent of petrochemical oil and is used to make garbage bags, camera films, milk crates, bags, etc. Thus, petrochemicals have enormous uses. The petrochemical products are used in every nook and corner of the world, ranging from household applications to the massive industrial production taking place across the world. Also, these are common petroleum products which we use in our day-to-day life. The different petrochemical applications in industries are the key factors of the growth in this sector. The future brings more and more potentials for the petrochemical industry as a supplier of basic materials. The petrochemical industry in India is growing, and so is the extent of petrochemical applications in industries. It has become one of the important manufacturer and explorer of petrochemical intermediate products. These products are used for the manufacturing of variety of end user products. So one of the product, that is ethylene, which is a colorless gas with very little odor. It is also used for the manufacturing of ethylene glycol used in products like styrene for synthetic rubber, polyethylene, plastics, antifreeze for cars, latex paints, textile fibers, etc. Then propylene is also used for manufacturing of epoxy glue. Butadiene is used for manufacturing of synthetic rubber for horses. Benzene is used for the manufacturing of styrene, which is used as a basic material for polystyrene plastics and also used for making phenol for phenolic resins. Then toluene is primarily used for making explosives, gasoline, additives and solvents. Xylene is also used for making synthetic fibers and plastics. So these are the common petroleum products, which is one is diesel, petroleum coke, sulfur, heating oil, jet fuel, LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, paraffin wax, kerosene, tar, etc. So these are the applications and products, petrochemical products. Now next one, that is synthetic petroleum. Synthetic fuel or synfuel is a liquid fuel or sometimes gaseous fuel obtained from syngas, that is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, in which the syngas was derived from gasification of solid feedstocks such as coal or biomass or by reforming of natural gas. In general, synthetic petroleum, it refers to a laboratory manufactured custom designed petroleum substitute. Synthetic petroleum could be better than the naturally occurring product because it is pure from any of the non-beneficial properties found in conventional petroleum. Manufacture of synthetic fuel. Synthetic petroleum produced using Fischer-Tropsch process, which is a catalyzed chemical reaction in which synthesis gas or syngas, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, is converted into liquid hydrocarbons of various forms. The principal purpose of this process is to produce a synthetic petroleum substitute, typically from coal, natural gas or biomass, for use as synthetic lubrication oil or as a synthetic fuel. So these are the different methods, manufacturing methods. One is the Fischer-Tropsch conversion, second methanol to gasoline conversion or direct coal liquefaction. These are the common methods for manufacturing of synthetic fuels. There are numerous processes that can be used to produce synthetic fuels. These broadly fall into three categories: indirect, direct and biofuel. These are the three important processes which can be used to produce synthetic fuel. Indirect conversion has the widest development worldwide, with global production totaling around 260,000 barrels per day. This indirect conversion broadly refers to a process in which biomass, coal or natural gas is converted to a mix of hydrogen and carbon monoxide, which is known as syngas either through gasification or steam methane reforming, and that syngas is processed into a liquid transportation fuel using one of a number of different conversion techniques depending on the desired end product. Now the second one, that is direct conversion. Direct conversion refers to processes in which coal or biomass feedstocks are converted directly into intermediate or final product without going the intermediate step of conversion of syngas via gasification. Direct conversion process can be broadly broken up into two different methods, that is pyrolysis and carbonization and hydrogenation. Here we will discuss the indirect conversion method in short. There are numerous processes that can be used to produce synthetic fuels, and these are broadly fall into three categories, that is indirect, direct and biofuel process. The principal purpose of this process is to produce a synthetic petroleum substitute typically from coal, natural gas or biomass for use as a synthetic lubrication oil or as a synthetic fuel. Now here in indirect conversion process, it refers to the conversion by using biomass, coal, natural gas to a mix of hydrogen and carbon monoxide, which is known as a syngas. Either the syngas through gasification or through steam methane reforming, and that syngas is processed into a liquid transportation fuel using one of the number of different conversion techniques depending on the desired end product. So here is the Fischer-Tropsch conversion. So which is a catalyzed chemical reaction in which synthesis gas or syngas, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, is converted into liquid hydrocarbons of various forms. So the Fischer-Tropsch conversion, there is the formation of wax hydrocracking, and that will give the fuels. These are diesel fuel and jet fuel. Also the another method, that is methanol synthesis or methanol to gasoline conversion, mobile process, which is useful to produce gasoline. So indirect conversion broadly refers to a process in which biomass, coal or natural gas is converted to a mix of hydrogen and carbon monoxide known as the syngas either by gasification or steam methane reforming, and that syngas is processed into liquid transportation fuel using one of number of different conversion techniques, that may be Fischer-Tropsch conversion, methanol synthesis or methanol to gasoline conversion. So there is the formation of the desired end product depending on the different techniques. Characteristics of synthetic fuel. Synthetic petroleum could be better than the naturally occurring product because it is pure from any of the non-beneficial properties found in conventional petroleum. So what are the characteristics of synthetic fuel? Synthetic fuel is superior than crude oil. Synthetic hydrocarbon fuels, these are superior in many ways to produce the different products from conventional crude oil. The naphtha fraction, that is C5 to C8, is highly paraffinic. The light end components are more suitable for gasoline, that is petrol production, than the heavy end components. The heavy end can be further upgraded via conventional naphtha reforming for the gasoline market. Synthetic kerosene makes a good linear blending component for upgrading low quality stock. Synthetic crude made from natural gas is extremely clean. The liquid fuels produced by new process are free from sulfur, metals, aromatics and are clean in appearance. So these are the characteristics of synthetic fuel. So in today's lecture we have studied the applications of petrochemicals and manufacturing of synthetic fuel, and also the characteristics of synthetic fuel. Thank you.